I've taught a lot of great players in my career, but this is probably my most famous student, Charles Barkley. Well, he's not much of a golfer, but he's a great guy. He's an absolute role model for how everybody who's an entertainer or performer should act and treat people. Golf swing, not so good. Let's take a look at it. Look at his head position. It won't be there for long during his swing. His head starts dipping during his swing. Watch as he goes back here. This, to me, is the biggest problem he has. His head goes down so far that if he didn't stop, when you combine the head going down and the angle of his shaft, look at his club shaft. It's absolutely perpendicular to the ground. That is what you call a steep swing. Actually, that would be really, really steep swing. It's amazing that he can even hit the golf ball. You're going to see a correction here, and what you're going to see is he jumps up with his head and he flattens the shaft out. But this is the problem. I always tell Charles, you know, it's not the hesitation in your swing, it's not the pausing in your swing, it's the fact that you've lowered so much and your shaft is so steep that if you didn't stop, you'd stick the club right in the mud. Watch as Charles starts to come up here. He's going to raise his head up and try to flatten the shaft out. Now if you look at his position, actually he's on a pretty good plane and his head is back where it started from. The unfortunate part is that golf club is never on that plane during his swing and his head is all over the place. But you know what? That's why we called it the Haney Project, because Charles, he's my lifelong project.